हेलो आज हम we will be doing the structs and we will think how these structs are done. Okay, we will have a quick review. So structs providing data and printing it out. So we first include the standard input output library. We have a struct named student. We have the various attributes of struct as the first name, last name, and these are character arrays. Then we have an integer, then we have a double, and by convention, first letter of struct is capital. So S is capital. Next, we have a function print struct, and it has got what does it take as input? It take as input struct student and then student. Okay, that's you can actually delete it from here, but you need to write it okay here. Then we have basically int main void. Then we have struct student. We have a SHR student. We call the first name, last name, birth year, average grade. Then we have SHU student, and then we have print, struct, SHR and SHU. Here we take in the argument as struct student people, and then we have name, that's basically people dot first name, people dot last name, birth year, and we have people dot birth year, people dot average grade. So basically here we learn that in order to print it in a function, we first have an attribute of that struct, and then we can get its further parts by dot function. Okay, whatever it is. And then we have a new line. So it's basically first. Then the second we have basically a point. It has int x and int y. We have point pentagon 5, and then we have this pentagon plus 0. X is equal to 3, or you can say pentagon 0 point x is equal to 3. So we can print it. So basically it says like pentagon plus 0. So basically we can have pentagon plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah. So to get that pentagon, okay. So basically struct, point, pentagon, and in this square brackets we have 5. So what does this do? So this basically like we have int array and we can have 5. So it makes an array of 5. Okay, so it also makes an array of pentagons, and which have the type struct point. Okay, and you can to access those a particular pentagon with the a particular to access a particular element of the pentagon array of struct point type, we can have like this method or this method. Okay, so we know what does it do. First, so point is simply like take this and you can have its x component, and we have this, or you can basically do a referencing one. So this is basically an address, cause array is an address. So take the address, dereference it, and go to its x component. So I guess this is it. Dereference it and go to its x component. So this is the whole meaning, and make its value as 3, and then we can print it out. Okay. So this is struct 2. Sorry, this is struct 7.c. Sorry. So then we have struct 2 is basically a structure, first name, last name, birth year, average grade. Then we have again 2 functions defining struct and print struct. Both takes structs, but first take a pointer, struct pointer, second take a struct only. Okay, so we have firstly we give a student first, Then we have defining struct. It takes the address of first. Then we print a new line. Then we print the struct using print struct function. So defining struct, we have firstly enter a new record, then enter student's full name. So you scan it and give this. Okay, so this is basically the same. uh, I mean, you can do it like this, or you can put an arrow. Okay, so it's basically dereference it and takes its f name component. Okay, so this is it, and we have enter student's birth year. Okay, so here we don't have to use ampersand symbol, but we use here because these are arrays, and arrays are already addresses. Okay, and scanf takes addresses. Nextly, we have the basically we define the struct. Basically, we made the struct, or like the memory is allocated here. Then the the values are filled using this function. Then we have the print struct function that simply prints. Okay, we have done this in the struct1.c. We have seen it. Next we have struct3.c. It has a date struct. It has got D should be capital by convention, but we are not pinpointing on that. So we have three components: year, month, and day. We have read date, we have print date functions. First takes an address, and the second one takes the struct itself. Okay, I mean, first takes the struct pointer, the second one takes the struct itself. So in the void function, we again allocate memory here. We read it here, or let's fill the values, and then we print it here, and then we simply return. So read is basically you have to scanf and dereference it and take the year component and gives its address, and in that address position we have to print. We have to fill in the value, whatever the value scanf of here takes again. And similarly we have print date, so it's like this, and you have like 0D. So basically it tells that fill it with zero space. Okay, and fill it with zero space and take two arguments again. I mean, two, you have to give two this, and you have to fill it. But I mean, if there is one, I guess I can show you this. Should I? Let's do it quickly. Okay, and we have to do a GCC of struct3.c. Then we do an a.out. Okay, so like we have like 1st January 2022. I can enter, and it says like this. So yeah, it's like month, day, and so we have to, okay, I'm sorry, it goes like year, month, and day. So I'm sorry, I printed out the wrong. So it's year, month, and day. So basically it becomes like, yeah, so I mean, just you have to see this, like it has got like a minimum is 2. So yeah, minimum is 2, and the if there is no 2, I mean if there is less than 2 digits, then it goes like 0 is placed. Okay, so I hope you get it. Now we go to the struct4.c. So it has again got struct date, year, month, day. We have functions print date, read date. We have another function, it gives a struct. Okay, it gives the struct date, advanced day. Okay, what type of the function it is? Struct date, and the name of the function is advanced day. What does it take? A struct. Okay, so we have again, we declare memory here. We have struct date today and tomorrow. We have the read date today, then we print it. Then tomorrow is advanced day of today. Then we have print date, and we have tomorrow. Okay, we print tomorrow. So read date function is simple. Read date function, we have a pointer. We take in a pointer, and we basically dereference it and get its year component, then takes its address and fill in with this value in here, and similarly. Then we have print date, it's also simple. We have learned both of them. Now advanced day is also simple. Advanced day function, we give out a struct. Okay, we give out a struct, we return a struct. Okay, herein we have to like fill in the values, change the values of today. So we use the address. Herein we have to print it out, so no address required. Herein you can give the address of tomorrow in the advanced day function. Then you don't have a need to return tomorrow. But then yeah, you can do that too. But here is another way, and this is another way. So it's very simple. You have integer month, day, and year. We have month is like examples month, days examples day, and year is examples year. Then if month is first and day is 31, then you have to like increase the month and put the date as 1. Okay, we have month 2 and day is 28, then this. So we are assuming that's not gonna be a leap year, right? Okay. Or you can just do like is leap year a function. You can make is leap year and you can put down the year, and then you can have else if month is equals to 2, and okay, you can have and is leap year, and I mean and then day is equal to 28 and is not leap year, and again, or you can say basically, or we have day I mean days equals 29 and leap year. I mean whatever, I don't know. So we have this, then we have month 331, and this, and increase the month and increase the date to put the date to 1, or you can say if the month is 12 and the day is 31, then again month is now 1, that's January, 1st January, and we increase the year by 1, or you can simply say the date is increased. Now example dot month. Okay, so we have okay what the actually yeah, I guess, I mean, if we now print today after this, like instead of here, if we do like print date today, then it will actually not it will give the correct today same as this even after advanced day function is called, and this x is like x dot month is like this, because here we are giving just the struct, we are not giving the address. So I guess this is gonna be okay. Now let's see, we have saved it. Let me bring it a little here. We have gcc struct struct 4.c, and we have then a dot out, and then we have to like so here, so it's basically 2022 going on. The month is first, and let's say the date is 31. Okay, let's say the date is 31. So it's today's date, and it's yeah, it's like month and date and year. So it's good to go, because like we have done example of month, what here it is, which is today. Basically we have given in day advanced day function, but it doesn't change today because it's inside this function, and yeah, you have not given the address. In order to change it, you have to give the address. I hope you get my point. Nextly we have again struct 5.c. In this you can see we have again a struct point x and y. We have read struct. We give a pointer to this. We have a print point function. Then we declared memory here. We read it, we print it, we return. So it's like enter coordinate or dictionary and enter abscissa, and we basically do it like dereference the pointer. I mean, the pointer is basically PTR is basically the address. So go to that address, go to its value, take its y component. This is this part, and then take its y component, then take its address. This is ampersand, and put the value of whatever scanned in it. Okay. Then we have basically print it. Both it's a simple program. Next we have uh, again a struct point x y. We have read point, print point, and then we have a print triangle function. So in the print triangle function, we are actually taking in the address. That's, I don't think was necessary, or was it? So okay, I think it was necessary because here it's now we are giving an array type thing. Okay, we are giving, because array is basically an address. Okay, address of first element. So we have declared memory here, memory for 3 elements of memory of 3 elements whose collection is called triangle, and their type is struct point. So we have an integer I. We loop through I. We have enter coordinates of point. Okay, so this has to be enter coordinates of point. This has to be %d. Enter coordinates of point %d, and then we have the read point. And in read point we have to take the like triangles first element. Okay, so if I is 0, so it is like first element, and we take its address. Then read point function is basically it scans it, and it dereferences it, takes its x component, goes to its address, means scan this function and fill in the value. So basically this is it, read point. Then we have the print point. Basically like it goes or to all the 3, it reads the triangle. Then we have the print triangle function. So in the print triangle function, what we do is we take in the triangle pointer. So we again go like from J, and we have to print point, and like we print what we take the PTR of J. Okay, so we have the pointer J. So basically this is what address of triangle. This is triangle. So we have the triangles J part. Okay, triangles 0, 1, 2. Okay, so the coordinates are basically triangle 0.x. This is basically it. So it's shown actually here too. It's triangle 0.x. So it's same as this. Okay, we have done struct 7. Now we have struct 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we have struct 7. We can, besides this struct 7, we have seen it. Next we have struct 8. It's basically again a point, read point, print polygon. We have print point function. So we have struct point, we have polygon. We have now declared a pointer, and not if you see like struct 7, so in this we have declared the array. Basically you have declared 5 elements and so on. But in here what we are doing, we are declaring a pointer. So we have to call the malloc or the calloc function, whatever we want. Now we have integers we have declared. So enter the number of vertices in your polygon. So okay, so you have to enter the number. Yeah, so polygon we have So this is the pointer. So pointer, we have to typecast it to point, and so why did I do like and% of this? I guess struct pointer and star will do. I guess this should do. Maybe we can run this program. Then we have malloc. Then we malloc the polygon thing. We have like number into size of it. So we give a malloc like that. So yeah. Then we have read the point using polygon there. Then we have print point, that's basically polygon. So read point is similar like this, and you have to in read point. Now the address has not been given, but I think you should give the address, because like in read point we are giving the polygon 1th element. Okay. First element, and then we, or you can also, I guess, give the and person, then you have to take it like pointer, then you have to basically do dereference it. I think, okay, you can do it like this too. This is a new information for me, I will say. Okay, I know my voice is little low, but what can we do? We have to uh, adjust. Then we have the print polygon function, and nextly we have free the polygons. So basically, why we free just like polygon, we don't have to free like polygon 1 2 3, because like in the malloc function we have given this whole like array. Basically we have given this whole thing to be allocated space. It's not like a like linked list. In linked list we have like element one element here, second here, third here, fourth here. We have allocated a whole chunk of memory, not bytes, and connected it together. Nextly we have basically again a struct point, print point, read point, print poly. Then we have again we have in memory we have declared firstly a pointer. So then we have taken the number of vertices we have now. Yeah, so in here we have just given this start thing. Then we have malloc. Then we have print polygon, read polygon firstly. So yeah, here you have taken an and sign, and then we have the print polygon function, and then we have the free polygon. Okay, so I have doubts. Will this be good to go to? Because we have like not taken the and person symbol here, and we have like we have a polygon as we have given it, like we have a pointer, and we take the pointer's address. So I think it's actually of type struct point 2. So I think, yeah, so this should not be a problem actually. What I'm guessing is this, but this should also not be a problem, I think. So let's save it. Let's alt s. Let's resize it. Let's do GCC. We have struct 8.c. Yeah, so it's got problems. Struct 8.c has got problems. So in the 70th line, so yeah, 17th line has got basically oh, wait a minute for me. Hmm. If I resize it again, then this got me this, like, this got me problem in this and person thing, I guess. Then I don't know. Then it says some. So it, again, here is also struct point and start, but here we just do struct point and okay. So we have, yeah, struct points. So struct point, yeah, because like we have to assign struct points. Okay, and this is also a problem. Then we have then too few arguments in the print poly function. Okay, so yeah, this also, like, in the print poly function, what we are gonna basically take in the what, let's guess what will be in the struct 9 dot c. So print poly function, it has, if it goes by this, then firstly it has a polygon, then comma n number of vertices, basically num. Let's see what's in here. Print polygon function has pointer and number of vertices. Yeah. And it has got the pointers, I think, well, and in 10 it's again this. Yeah, so I guess this should work. I know I can do a loop to print, but I'm trying to make an exact copy of whatever was done there. Now we have a print point, a print poly function, and it has got a pointer, and we take these pointers, like array is also a pointer or not. So I'm a bit in doubt with this, so let's do it like GCC and struct 10.c, and we have a dot out. So how many vertices? I guess I will just have two vertices. So it's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So yeah. Okay. So that's got, I was just thinking like it's a print pointer, so I guess what if I did it like a plus sign? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is it. And I just wanna go like Control C, go like here. I just wanna do it like this. Control S, Alt S, and I wanna do okay in the GCC. Incompatible type. So argument 1, it has to take a pointer inside. Okay. Oh, sorry, it has to take a point inside, but it is a pointer. So and we do it like we give this one's G reference S all this reading we did dot out again 2, we have 2 1 1, and we have 4 and 7. So yeah, it got it. So I think both of this can do. I will just try or. So that's interesting if this also works. So this give me, I mean, take a pointer and you can uh, give it in square brackets to get that element. So I guess this is the new thing I learned. Okay, next let's go to 11. So basically I have 3 points, then I have a pointer. So the point one's next is gonna be the address of point two. Point two's next is gonna be address of point three, and the pointer is gonna be the address of point one. So basically, this is basically point one. So this has got the address of point one, and this has got the address of point two. This has got the address of point three. This is null, and yeah. So we have int x, y, and this next basically. And we have while pointer is not equals to null, so we have to print this. So print what pointers x and pointers y and pointers next. So this is good. Then we have 12. We have again x, y, and next. And we have print points function. We have basically in the main function we have 3 points. We have start. Start is point one's next is point two's next is point three, point we have start. So this is again in the function, just in the function, and you have given here the address. I mean you have given here, basically this indicates that you have to give here an address. Okay, a pointer. You have to give here a pointer. This space will also work the same as that, but this means you have to give a pointer of the type struct pointer. So you give the pointer, that's start. So we have the, now we declare another pointer ptr, then ptr is equals to st. So why we did like this, why don't we do like st, so that start doesn't get affected. Okay. So we have pointer, and while the pointer is not null, you have to print it out, and then pointer is next. So this is again a clever, and I like this way very much. And instead of like, you can also do it like you can I guess like you can do it like start is here, and I mean instead of giving the start, you can give like print. Why is this not working? Print points, and instead of start you can give the pointer PD1. Will this work? Or you have to give the address of PD1. What if you give this? I am guessing an error is alt s, and I'm gonna give gcc struct12.c, and so yeah, it's an error. So error incompatible type. I'm gonna go Control C and gonna do Control V. But I guess this should work if I do like print. Shift button is not working. I don't know why. Print points, and I can give this the address of PD1 and Control S and Alt S. And I can do an a.out thing, and yeah, so it's gonna give me this, and yeah, I guess there is some clarity in all this, and we will take a look at these things in later time. Okay, thank you.